Hello. I decided to make this, um, what is it? Chronicles of a Non-Christian Part 2. I'm deciding to make this into a mini series, just a small one, no more than 5 videos, to talk about uh, Christian experiences that I've had. Um, because after making the first video, I realized that I've had a lot more experience with people than, Christian-wise than I had thought. So this is an attempt to remember, I guess. Some good, some bad, whatever. This is more for myself. I know I'm still new, so I'm not expecting people to leave comments, but this is just a learning thing for myself. Okay, so I don't waste time. First off, I want to say that I think it's extremely funny how people assume that you're Christian. Um, I mean, it should be kind of flattering because they assume that, oh, you must be a good person, whatever, but I honestly find it kind of offensive sometimes. I mean, not every time, but there are times when I do find it offensive. Um, People ask me how was church this past Sunday, and I'm like, I don't go to church. I've never been to church before. And they're like, oh, really? Oh, you can come to my church anytime. If you want, we can do Bible study, blah, blah, blah. And, they seem genuinely friendly. They don't seem like they're trying to kill me or anything. But I politely turn them down, or I'll say I'll think about it. Um, but I don't know. I just never really liked that. Um, Another thing, oh, sorry, my phone. Another thing that people assume is that I celebrate Christmas or that I celebrate Easter. Now, Christmas, we call it, in my household, we still call it Christmas, but we aren't really celebrating Christmas. We aren't celebrating Christ at all. We're celebrating the spirit of Santa. And I know I'm 20, but I don't care. I still get my stocking. Um, um, and then I heard there's like a midnight mass. I don't know if that's just for Easter, but I heard there was some kind of thing. And then there's actual Easter, which just passed, and Jesus rising from the dead and all. We don't celebrate that. We just eat dinner. We have the commercial Easter. We have the commercial Christmas. We get stockings and we get Easter baskets. We go on Easter egg hunts. you know? Um, so when people find out that I'm not doing those things that they do, they kind of like, oh, well, you want to come to church? Like they're unsure about me. Then they don't know what to say to me. Um, and then there are the people who assume you're not a Christian, and they're just as offensive the people who, as some of the people who are confused by the fact that I'm not a Christian. The ones that think I'm a Christian, basically. And where I live, um, the people downtown, they call themselves disciples. I don't know if all Christians call themselves disciples, but these people do. Um, they hand out little pamphlets. I can't say this word. I gotta practice it. But little fold up things and start screaming at you and telling you that you're going to go to hell and Jesus died for our sins and all this. And sometimes I just want to be like, you know what, you're sitting here telling me this. You don't know. I'm a Christian, even though I'm not. But sometimes I really just want to say that just to see what they say, because them coming at you with a iron fist full of paper with Jesus written all over it, it makes me, it just looks evil. Not to say that the religion's evil, it's just those people in particular look evil. Um, I meant to say particularly. Those people in particular look evil. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Anyways, yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I've never, well, at the time, before January, I had never been to, no, before December? No, I take that back again. Before November, I've never been to church. I went to church once, and that was my last time. Um, there was nothing wrong with the church, but I did not feel comfortable there because I wasn't a Christian, and I felt like I was disrespecting uh, the religion by being there because I'm not a Christian. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, even though I was going there to learn more about it, since I'm not a Christian, I can't do that. It's like me, it's like, I don't know, some people wouldn't mind this, but like if an obvious Muslim, someone dressed in hijab and whatever, walks into a church and sits down and just sits there for the service, people would look at them funny. And I felt like really vulnerable there because everybody knew either that I wasn't a Christian or that, I don't know, that I had never been to the church basically. So everybody's looking at me and I didn't like that. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Didn't like it. Another thing, I don't know how much time I have. Like I said, I didn't have a timer. So really quickly, my family on my dad's side is split half Muslim, half Christian. And because of that, in the past, we've had a lot of arguments in the family for different reasons. But like one one specific reason would be like we would have a cookout or like a family reunion, and there would be uh, pork, like pork ribs, whatever. Um, and the Muslims in the family, some of them, wouldn't want their meat on the same grill. Oh, it's gonna kill all the germs anyway, blah, 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 and whatever. And, basically they go at it, and I never liked religion because of that, because I always felt like it just causes problems.